Good morning everyone. Welcome to the video tutorial of class 8 science. So students, today we will be doing chapter number 10 of your science NCERT book, that is reaching the age of adolescence. So students, as we all know that growing up is a natural process. Growth begins from the day a baby is born. A baby grows and becomes a child. Then a child grows and become an adolescent, and finally an adolescent grow and becomes adult. Okay, so growing up is a natural process, and in our life we pass through different stages of life. So the first stage of our life is infancy stage. Next is the childhood stage, then adolescence, next is adulthood, and finally we reach to the old stage. Okay, so now let's discuss them one by one. So the first stage of life is the infancy stage, and it is the stage of growth of a baby from the birth to 2 years. So the period of 0 to 2 years is known as the infancy stage. Now next is the childhood stage. It is the stage of growth of a child from 3 to 12 years. So those children which come under the category of 3 to 12 years, they are at the childhood stage. Okay. Now the next stage is the adolescence stage. A period of transition from childhood to adulthood is known as the adolescence stage. Okay, so the children which come under the category of 13 to 19 years or 11 to 19 years, they are under the category of adolescence stage. Okay, and in this chapter we will study this adolescent stage in detail. Okay, now the next is the adulthood stage. It is a period between 20 to 40 years. So the children or the adult which come under the category of 20 to 40 years, they are at the adulthood stage. And the last is the period of above 40 years. It is known as the old age. Okay, so in our life we pass through these different stages of life. And here in this chapter we will discuss the adolescence stage in detail. So let's come to the adolescence. The period of life between 11 and 19 years when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity is known as the adolescence. Between the ages of 11 and 19 years, children are called as adolescent. During this period, adolescents are known as teenagers. Okay, so the children which come under the category of 11 to 19 years or 13 to 19 years, they are known as the adolescent. Or you can say that adolescence is the period or the transitional period of physical and mental development which occurs between childhood and adulthood. And in most simple words, we can say that the period of life between childhood and adulthood is known as adolescence. And it is a time when lot of changes take place in the bodies of boys and girls which make their reproductive system mature. Okay, so the period of life of a person when the body undergoes a lot of changes leading to the reproductive maturity is known as adolescence. So before discussing adolescence in detail, we must know about the puberty. So what is puberty? During adolescence, the body undergoes several changes and becomes capable of reproduction. These changes are the beginning of puberty. So basically what the puberty is the period when the girls or the females start producing eggs and the male or the boys start producing sperms. That period is known as the puberty. Okay, it is basically the period during which adolescent boys and girls reach sexual maturity and becomes capable of reproduction. Okay, and this puberty tends to start earlier in girls or in females than in boys or in males. Okay, girls attain puberty at a lower age of 10 to 13 years, while the boys reach puberty at a comparatively higher age of 12 to 14 years. And at puberty, many changes occur in the bodies of girls and boys. So, adolescence is the time between childhood and adulthood, and puberty is the time when adolescent becomes sexually mature. Okay. Now let's discuss the various changes which occurs in adolescent during puberty. Okay. So the important changes that taking place during puberty are increase in height, change in the body shape, voice change, increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands, development of sex organs, and reaching mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. So, these are the various changes which occur in boys and girls during puberty. So, the first change is increase in height. By the age of 11, a boy reaches about 80% of his height and a girl reaches about 88% of her height. Initially, the girls grow faster than the boys. By about 18 years of age, both boys and girls reach their maximum height. And generally, the height is similar to the parents because it depends on the genes inherited from the parents. So the most visible or the clear visible change during puberty is the sudden increase in the height of the boys and the girls. And children gain a lot of height during puberty. Initially the girls grow faster than the boys, but by the about 18 years of age, both boys and the girls reach their maximum height. And generally the maximum height of girls is slightly less than that of the boys. Okay, but the rate of growth in height varies in different persons. Okay, some boys and girls may grow suddenly at puberty and then slow down, while the others may grow gradually. Okay, all the parts of the body do not grow at the same rate. Sometimes the arms and the legs or the hand and the feet of adolescent boys and girls look oversized and out of the proportion with the body. But very soon the other parts also catch up with them in growth. Okay. So the first visible change during puberty, or the first clear visible change during puberty, is the increase in height. Now the next change which take place during puberty is the change in the body shape. During puberty, boys have broader shoulders and wider chest due to faster growth of muscles. And in girls, the breast begins to develop and the region below the waist becomes wider. So some of the changes in the body shape and appearance in boys and girls are boys develop broader shoulders and wider chest than girls, and girls develop broader hips than boys. Due to this, the region below the waist becomes wider in girls. Okay, whereas boys develop more muscles than girls, so the body of boys looks more muscular than that of the girls. Okay, and girls develop breast, which also change the body shape of grown up girls and makes them look different from the boys, right? Boys develop facial hairs, beard, but the girls do not have facial hairs. So the growth of the facial hairs makes boys look different from the girls. Okay, so there are a lot of changes in the body shape. Now the next change is the voice change. So during puberty in boys, the voice box or the larynx becomes larger and is seen as a swelling in the throat called Adam's apple, and their voice becomes deep and hoarse. In girls, the voice box is smaller and their voice is high pitched. Later, their voice becomes normal. At puberty, the voice box begins to grow in boys as well as in girls. Okay, and the growth of the voice box in boys is much more than the growth of voice box in girls, due to which the voice box in boys becomes much bigger than the voice box in girls, and the grown up boys have a bigger voice box in their throat, whereas the grown up girls have a smaller voice box. Okay, that is why the bigger voice box in boys gives them a deep voice, and at puberty their voice becomes deeper because their voice box enlarges too much and becomes bigger in size, which is known as the Adam's apple. Okay, so it is the bulge or the projection, or you can see that the swelling at the front of the throat or the neck in grown up boys, which is known as the Adam's apple. Okay, and why it is called the Adam's apple? It is known as the Adam's apple after the story of Adam and Eve. Adam, the first man created by the God, and Eve is the first woman created by the God. Okay, as described in Bible. And the smaller voice box in girls gives them shrilled voice or high pitched voice, which become normal after some time. Okay, now the next change is the increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. So during puberty, the secretion of the sweat and sebaceous gland or the oil glands increases, and many teens or the teenagers gets acne and pimples on their face. Okay, so the pimples and the acne are formed due to the increased activity of the sebaceous gland or the sweat glands present in the skin, because the level of hormones in boys and girls rises too much at the puberty. Okay, and these hormones stimulate the sebaceous glands and the sweat glands present in the skin. So, the excess oil and sweat get collected in the tiny pores of the skin, and the accumulation of these dead skin cells block the tiny pores of the skin, which causes acne and pimples. Okay, now the next is the development of the sex organs. So during puberty in boys, the testes and penis develop completely and produce sperms. So during puberty the boys start producing sperms, and in girls the ovaries develop completely and produces egg, and the girls start producing eggs. Now the next change is the reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. So during puberty the boys and the girls mental, intellectual and emotional development take place. They become more independent, self conscious, and their way of thinking changes. So during puberty the boys and girls gets into the habit of reasoning, understanding things objectively, and in fact the adolescence is the time in one's life when the brain has the greatest capacity for learning. So okay, so at this stage the mental, intellectual and emotional maturity, adolescents reach to the mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. Okay, at this stage the adolescent boys and girls spend considerable time thinking about many things occurring in their minds, and during this period mental maturity makes the boys and girls more independent than before. And at this stage the boys and the girls show intense feelings such as joy, anger, boredom, worries, sadness. which are not based on reasoning or knowledge. Okay. At this stage, sometimes the adolescent feels confident, sometimes they feel secure, sometimes they feel insecure. Okay. However, there is no reason to feel insecure, but due to the changes in their body and in their mind, they feel so. So there are a lot of changes takes place at this stage or at this during this period. Physical changes, mental changes, intellectual changes, emotional changes. Okay. Now the next is the secondary sexual characters. So the secondary sexual characters are the changes which takes place during puberty. So the secondary sexual characters are the sexual characters which are controlled by the hormones and which distinguish between the sexually mature males and females, but they are not directly involved in the reproduction. For example, in boys the hairs begin to grow on the face and they develop beard and mustaches. Hairs also grow in the chest, armpits and pubic region. The testes starts producing sperms, and in girls the changes are different. Their breasts develop and hairs grow in the armpits and pubic region. The ovary starts to produce eggs. Okay, and all these changes are controlled by some chemical substances which are known as the hormones. All these changes are controlled by the hormones, and these are the chemical changes which are produced by the endocrine glands. These endocrine glands we will discuss later on. So the male hormone which control the secondary sexual characters are the testosterone. It is produced in the testes, and in females the hormone which control the secondary sexual characters are the estrogen, and they are produced in the ovary. So the main secondary sexual characteristic in boys are hair grows on the face in the form of beard, shoulders and the chest broadens, a deeper voice in boys, Adam's apple develop in front of the throat. Okay, these are the changes which takes place in the body of boys. Okay, and the changes in girls are development of breast, hips broadens and become more curved and prominent, a shrilled voice. Okay, so these are the changes, or you can say these are the secondary sexual characters. And all these changes are controlled by some chemical substances which are known as the hormones, and these hormones are produced by the endocrine glands. Okay.